This is what luxury really means. Privacy, space, feeling like the pool is yours alone.
How you doing?
Oh, that's Ralph Lauren's villa. Let me tell you something about luxury travel that most people get wrong. They think it's about having the most restaurants, the biggest buffets, or endless activity options. But here's the truth. Real luxury isn't about more, it's about better. And if you're that type of traveler who needs a different theme restaurant every night, a swim-up bar in your room, or resort activities director to keep you entertained, this place is absolutely not for you. But if you're someone who appreciates timeless elegance over trendy flash, who values exclusivity over entertainment, who'd rather sip some rum with Ralph Lauren's personal bartender than doing different line dances at a poolside party, welcome to the Round Hill Jamaica, where you're not just a guest, you're part of a 70-year legacy. So here's how our journey started. We're flying out during the government shutdown. TSA lines were wrapped around the terminal. Everyone stressed, rushing, checking their watches. But you know what? That chaos made what came next even sweeter. The moment we touched down in Montego Bay, it was like stepping into a different world. And here's your first insider tip. Use Club Mobay. I'm telling you, this VIP airport lounge service is a total game changer.
So we got a quick little drink. I had to give me some rum punch in Jamaica. You gotta get that, you know, and a little jerk chicken wrap. So we're gonna get a little bit of food before we head out to our next location.
While everyone else is standing in custom lines that snake around the terminal, we're walking straight through it. No stress, no waiting, just smooth. We barely had time to sit down in the lounge before our private transfer driver was ready. And this wasn't just any driver. This was a native Jamaican who became our first introduction to the island, soul and culture. As we drove along Jamaica's coast towards Round Hill, he shared stories about the culture, the history, the real Jamaica that tourists rarely hear about. 25 minutes of pure education and anticipation.
We got Usher. He knew we were coming from Atlanta.
And then we saw it, the gates of the Round Hill. You know their motto? Timeless elegance. And within the 5 seconds, you understand exactly what that means. This isn't a resort trying to be trendy or Instagram famous. This is a place that's been perfecting luxury since 1953. Before we even checked in, we were handed rum punches. And let me tell you, these weren't your watered down poolside drinks you get at most places. These bad boys were strong, but delicious. The kind that make you think, okay, this vacation is really starting now. Here's something you need to know about the Round Hill. They have these ambassadors in sharp blue sports jackets. They aren't just your regular hotel staff. They're storytellers, historians, your personal concierge, all rolled up in one. They know every corner of the property, every story from its legendary past. We were staying at the Pineapple House area, and our ambassador walked us to our room. We passed through the gardens that felt more like a private estate than a hotel. Our premium ocean view room, it was decorated by Ralph Lauren himself. Yes, that Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren. The ambassador gave us a complete room tour, pointing out details we would have missed on our own. Every element was intentional, classic, and truly quietly sophisticated. The first night, we had a barbecue beach dinner. Now,
So we're heading to dinner here at Round Hill, Jamaica.
Here's where Round Hill is different from those mass market all-inclusives. You're not going to find 12 different buffet stations or a themed restaurant for every night of the week. What you get is an intimate, exclusive, fine dining experience. The kind where they fly in Michelin-rated chefs. The kind where quality trumps quantity every time.
We are at a beach barbecue. It was supposed to be on the beach, but now it's inside, so we're gonna take it all in.
and enjoy ourselves. If you need endless options to feel satisfied, this isn't the place for you. But if you appreciate perfectly executed meals with that Caribbean soul, yeah, this is it. The next morning, we had breakfast overlooking the bay. I had the turkey bacon, scrambled eggs, banana Foster pancakes that I'm still dreaming about. This wasn't just fuel for the day, it was an experience. All right, the next stop, we're gonna do a little boating. Then came our first excursion, the glass boat ride. Through the clear bottom of the boat, we watched reef, marine life just glide by us. But what made it special was the stories, learning about how Round Hill was established, the vision behind the 110-acre secluded peninsula.
You will all gather sugarcane, pineapple, and coffee right here and trade them to the England.
And then our guide casually pointed out, oh, that's Ralph Lauren's villa there. Like, what? One of the famous residents who made Round Hill their Caribbean home for decades. Here's a fun fact. The staff cleans his villa every single day, even when he's not there. That's the level of care we're talking about. After the tour, we discovered these perfectly secluded spots around the property. We found this peaceful area next to the spa, perfect for testing out our new drone and just breathing. No crowds fighting for the best lounge chair, no one's towel, saving the seat for hours. Later, we moved to the pool closer to our room. I realized something quite profound. This is what luxury really means. Privacy, space, feeling like the pool is yours alone. At Round Hill, you're not competing for anything. You're the chosen few. Every evening though, this duck would make its way to the pool. At first, I thought it was an outsider. Then I realized I'm the outsider. That duck is family there. It's been coming around for years. That's the kind of place this is. Then there's the legendary cocktail bar. The walls are covered with photos of celebrities, dignitaries who sat exactly where I was sitting. Presidents, yes, I said presidents, fashion icons, Hollywood legends, all a part of Round Hill's story. Our bartender brought out some of the best rums they had for a proper rum testing.
You go for Alsatian Gewürztraminer, Pinot Gris, Pinot Blanc. And then you come down to Concierge. I love the Loire olive wine.
Each one came with its own story, its own character. This wasn't just about getting a drink. It was about understanding the craft, the culture. And then after that, we had afternoon tea. This is where Round Hill does something magical. They give you the Royal London experience with the jaw-dropping Caribbean views. It's that blend of old world elegance and the tropical paradise that defines everything there. Now to day 2. We did a site inspection of the villas. Now, this is where you really understand what makes Round Hill special. Some of their villas have been with the same families for generations. I mean, like since 1953, when they first opened. These aren't just vacation rentals. Let me let you know, these are family legacies passed down through decades. Original owners who fell in love with this place and never let it go. We had plans for pickleball after the site inspection, but ended up trying tennis instead. Our instructor was incredibly patient with us amateurs. But here's what surprised me. Tennis is huge at Round Hill. They host the Round Hill Cup and USTA sanctioned tennis tournaments. Former pros even come back to play there. Now, after my time with tennis, I had to go back to the pool for, just looking at the views, enjoying the calmness. It's that kind of peace that money can't buy at crowded resorts. That evening, we were invited to attend a private social hosted by one of the villa owners. I'm not going to drop any names, but let's just say they have a lady and sir title in front of their names. Their villa has been in the family for generations. While we were there, we met with Kingsley Blake. This man has worked at Round Hill for over 40 years. He's earned the title as one of the best concierges in the entire Caribbean. The stories he tells, the institutional knowledge he has, you can't replicate that at any chain resort. Every night, we ended with some live music and exceptional food. Not loud party music, the kind of sophisticated entertainment that enhances the evening rather than overwhelming it. Sadly, on our final day, we had to get prepared to leave. We soaked up the beach, did some last minute exploring, and hit the gift shop. I grabbed their coffee table book, the kind that tells the complete story of the Round Hill's legendary 70-year history. And as we left, I understood something very clearly. Round Hill isn't for everyone, and that's exactly the point. If you want an all-inclusive where you can eat at 15 different restaurants, where there's a different party every night, where the resort keeps you constantly entertained with activities and animation teams, there are amazing options for that in Jamaica. But if you're a busy professional who's tired of fighting crowds on vacation, if you appreciate quality over quantity, exclusivity over entertainment, legacy over trends, if you want a vacation where Ralph Lauren vacations, where presidents have walked, where families have returned for 70 years, if you want to be part of a story rather than just pass through it, the Round Hill is calling you. This is where legends come home. And with the right travel advisor who has strong relationships with this property like I do, you're gonna get the VIP treatment that makes luxury vacation truly unforgettable. If Round Hill sounds like your kind of place, or you want to explore other luxury Caribbean properties that prioritize quality over quantity, I'm going to put my link in the description. And as always, I love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Are you team all-inclusive with all the options, or are you ready for timeless elegance? Until next time, remember, you deserve a luxury vacation.